valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?
Jack. Jack to the test!
Hi there guys, welcome back into another session. What's been going on? Have I missed anything? Has anything been going on? Big buy bit hack, wasn't there? Ethereum, the North Koreans taking some Ethereum. I don't know why they would want Ethereum and not another token, but mad times, isn't it? So yeah, is Kanye gonna launch a coin this week? Has his Twitter account been taken over? Couldn't give a toss, to be honest. Won't be getting involved in any of that shit from these absolute retardiers. Right, let's have a look at where we've come from and where we are going then. Before we dive into TradingView, before we dive into the all-seeing eye that is the TRDR console, we've still got 20% off the Art of Data-Driven Market Analysis course as well. Hit links from below. So, last week, we got a little bounce last week, but effectively we were looking for shorts, okay? If you're not following on Twitter, okay, and you're just watching on YouTube, go give us a follow on Twitter as well, because I post as much info in here as I can as well. So despite the fact we weren't doing video updates last week, we were live in the TRDR Discord. Okay, and we were saying to the guys, every day we were saying, look, little rise up, we're looking for shorts up here, this is where we want to be looking for shorts, okay? So last week on Friday, weekend liquidity taken as everyone now gets bullish, okay? This was on Friday instead of at demand, okay? Never chase green candles or trade breakouts, okay? Quick flush down into next week, this is where we are now. Reset and run it. Not sure about that yet, okay? Cheeky shorts favoured up here. So this is last Friday, and that was when we were up at that 98k level, okay? We pushed just a little bit further over into the 99.5k level. Shared that with the guys on Friday, even though I was away from desk a little bit. Okay, I was saying, look, this is where I'm looking at, near 99.5k for good R&R. Let's see if we get that, okay? Why am I looking up there? Liquidity gaps up there, okay? There was some heavy top levels there, some heavy to order blocks up there as well. But just under 99.5, you had that liquidity gap as well. So we absolutely ticked that and nailed it to the, pretty much to the dollar. So, you know, really well done if anyone was trading up there, okay? Later on in the day, as we can see, there you go, okay, so just tickled under 99.5. Perps orders came in really heavy. I thought that was a good risk reward short zone right in there, okay, so I hope everybody got it. Has to be said as well that at the same time, everybody was getting hacked, or not everybody getting hacked, but getting their Ethereum taken. We were also getting short alerts, okay? Don't be an alert trader, but sometimes the data and information given to you, presented to you in the TRDR console can be very important and worth at least looking at the chart and then considering if you want to TP on longs, okay? TP on longs, or hedge your position short, or if you're very bearish, just go all in short. And I thought Ethereum was absolutely brilliant there, okay? 15-minute basis here. Got your alert, you had another half an hour to execute on your positions, and down we go. Absolutely brilliant stuff. All right, guys, so let's have a look at TradingView then and see what's going on. So stocks, very mixed bag. Crypto, red. Bitcoin, 2.68% down today. Yeah, okay, we'll go into a bit more detail on Bitcoin in a second. Stock market, Dixie is starting to break down a little bit. That's nice to see for risk assets, along with the US 10-year, okay? So if this continues and we get a bid on risk assets as risk assets fall as well, okay, then we could be up for a little bit of mean reversion, and we could be putting a bit of risk on and going to the long side. What we're going to do as always, because we haven't done it, okay, in a little while, is we're going to have a look at a top down look at BTC here, okay? And first thing that has to be said is, and I hate to say this as price drops, I hate when people say, oh, it's not looking good here, because I generally like to get involved and take the other side of that and get a bid on. Okay, and I am looking for that. Okay, I'm watching the data today. I'm looking to see if we need to get a bit of risk on. Okay, but the weekly chart, okay, you can see you are just flirting with a potential change in market structure here. Okay, you've broke all these lows. Okay, you're below the weekly 21. How relevant that is nowadays, I'm not sure. It's in a bit of an OG indicator, okay, the weekly 21, but we are starting to break down now, and it has to be said that if you're just going to do the old classic horizontal line draw on weekly support levels, where's your next one? 80k, unfortunately, okay, 80k. Not to say it's going to get there in one clip, but you know, midway point I am seeing some levels as well okay, in the order flow. And then beyond there, not really thinking this far ahead, but yeah, down into the 70k. But again, I'm not one to let price drop to these zones and then say, all right, well, this is where it's going next, or this is where it's going next. It's always a case of if this, then that. If we start to get some strong bid in here, I am certainly going to look for a little bit of risk on to volley this price action back up. But here we go. Here's the daily chart. And again, you can just see we are breaking this range structure. So this is what I've been saying for the last couple of weeks to the guys, is we've had very, very aggressive bear pawn action, haven't we? Just hammering price down. And even in this smaller range here, the bears have been very, very aggressive, pushing price down. What you can expect in these zones is, on one of the last lives last week in the TRDR Discord, the way I summarized it to the guys is it's like when you're in these ranges, you get to the 11th, 12th round like a boxing match, and then the bears get a little bit tired, the bulls get a little bit tired, and then it's like, right, okay, this is going to crack and expand, break out one way or the other, okay? And whoever is the weakest, okay, that is the way that it's going to break. At the minute, yeah, it does look like we are potentially just breaking to this downside with those levels lower, okay? You can see what you're getting here is, you've taken all these lows previously anyway, and then you're just taking this low now down at that 89k. And what you really want to see as a range trader, if you're still considering this as a range and not a breakdown, okay, is really, really aggressive bid to send this back up into the range lows there, okay, your value area low where the quarterly open is as well, 935 there. Then you want to find some support there. Then you want to, it's very simple. But right here, right now, I am not quite seeing what I want to see to go full risk on here. I did wake up this morning, said to the guys on Discord, yep, going to put a bit of a long here, went for a run, got stopped out. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Crypto. But that's part of the game, isn't it? That's part of the game, okay? 4 hour chart, okay? We can just see where our last shorts were on Friday. So, pretty much all last week in this zone here was looking for a little bit of a push up. Thought we might have got it earlier on in the week, actually, but we actually came down, caught some bid, pushed up. That was very nice. If anyone was even just trading that area there. For me, a little bit busy last week. Just left that section alone, but was looking for shorts up here, okay? So what did we tick to? Yeah, just tickled over 99,585. So very, very good risk reward shorts. Hope no one was trading breakout longs there. Join us in the socials. Follow us on Twitter. We were looking at shorts for a few days there, to be honest, and here we go. Really, really good risk reward. Okay, so yeah, TP on shorts here, to be honest. Even if we drop a little bit low, we just want to secure a little bit of profit here and then just watch the data for the coming hours and see what we're going to get. Okay, if you're hedging a position, aggressively hedging a position against your spot long exposure, you don't have to take full profits here at all. You can maybe keep a bit on. Maybe you're even short from that 110 zone up there, like from a few weeks back. That's up to you. Okay, but certainly, I think this is a nice take profit area. 1 hour chart, what we can see is, okay, so that's our last short zone up there. Okay, weekend price action, just struggling to set those pointer controls there. Monthly VWAP, okay, weekly open was key as well on Sunday. And it was very, very weak, okay? It was very, very weak. Weekly open, 96,250, we'll call it. Straight down yesterday, wasn't it, okay? Nothing to see, and it has to be said as well that the perps traders were really, really pushing price down. So look, I was going to look at the other coins, but it has to be said that everything is going to be following BTC at the minute. So I'm not even going to look at ETH, Sol, or any of the others at the minute. Okay, Sol has broke market structure and is basically coming down. Hype has even broken some range market structure and coming down. I think we need to just concentrate on BTC and have a look at the order flow and see if we're going to get some demand in this zone. With that being said, let's jump into the TRDR console.
Well, in my book, you either do it right or you get eliminated.
Right, so here we are then, guys. I do have the multiverse chart open on another window as well, but I just want to jump straight into the order flow and actually see if anybody is putting a bid on this price action right here, right now, okay? So yeah, this is the zone I woke up in earlier, okay? And you can see we had a little bit of bid. And then a 90k level there that really was your initial invalidation. Okay, Nick goes for a run, gets stopped out. Okay, and then I think this was an alright area for a little bounce as well if you're a bit of a scalper. But what you want to see in these zones really is you want to see a bit more conviction from the bid. Okay, it's nice to see that bid there, okay, but you really want to start seeing that bid sit under price and dynamically push it up. You don't want to get these areas where there's strong bid and then you just kind of like roll over and range and roll over, and then the top levels, as you can see here, so 90k. Okay, then we drop to 80, 88, 87. Okay, your next nearest level now, which is, you know, it's still quite a weak one, 85. Okay, so for me, cut all risk on longs at the minute. I just want to watch the price action for a bit. Maybe in a few hours we get those longs back on. Okay, not trying to call tops from the shorts, or, you know, trying to call bottoms here in any way, shape or form. This is just trading, okay? TP on some shorts, have a look to see if we want to get a bit of risk on and long. And we want to see all the usual recipe, okay? We want to see them volume divergences, we want to see open interest come down and liquidity. So let's have a look at the exchanges and what is going on with the exchanges. So Bitstamp, yes, they've got some bid, but again, it's not very dynamic. Coinbase Pro, okay, they're bidding this. They cracked the 90k level, same as Binance, but their next level is 95k. Sorry, not 95, 85k. 85k for me personally, because you've got it on 2 spot exchanges, okay, and I'm going to show you perps in a second. Okay, you know, however tight your risk is, that really now is going to be your invalidation for the coming hours, okay? So I would be watching this zone, see if it fills, and if 85k gets defended, all right? Other exchanges, yeah, Gemini have got a little bit of bid there, covering 85k as well. Qcoin, not so much edge from them, and Kraken themselves, yeah, not much edge to be honest. And then the one you really want to be watching is, and again, you know, if you're watching this last night, this looked quite convincing last night at the Asian Open, it has to be said. If you were long in this zone last night on that drop there, into that lower liquidity at 90k, absolutely nothing wrong with that at all, okay? But then just as you see this price action roll over, you either want to just let the market stop you out, okay, under these levels, or you just cut the trade, okay? Right here, right now, depth has died off a bit. I'll tell you why depth has died off a bit in a second. Okay, and perps traders, again, they're not getting very dynamic here like they were back here with big ratios. Okay, where's their nearest level? 85.5, and it's not that big a level, okay? So I can potentially see some more downside today before we consider further risk on, okay? Reason I've cut my risk on this morning, Euro session, low volume, not quite seeing what I want to see, okay? So I'm going to observe for the next few hours and then make a decision, okay? We are live in the US session on YouTube. I will drop a link for that soon. Join us there. Maybe we get a little bit of trading done then. All right, guys. So volume, let's go to 15 minute and have a look at volume. Volume king. Okay, so we've seen the volume's been down early. Retail longs are up. Everyone's trying to buy the dip. I'm retail as well. We're all retail, aren't we? Discussing this in the Discord the other day. No one likes that term. We're all retail, but that's just a little bit of an industry term, okay? But yeah, 10k and under fish orders. Trying to long this dip all the way, and they're just getting absolutely rinsed. So for now, really, yeah, I'd like to see some bullish divergences. So create a low, create another low, and get some bullish divergences. The only thing to consider is open interest is coming down, okay? So this profile down here, if you're familiar with this template, is looking quite nice. Funding's still up a little bit, but this LS ratio open interest template is looking nice. So I'm not personally going to start chasing shorts down here. I'm not one to say, okay, I've closed my shorts, I think it will drop further, I'm just going to short again. That's not my style. I'd rather just chill out, relax, and consider whether I want to put a bit of risk on, okay? If you're looking for shorts, go and have a look for an alt that's still high up or something like that, all right? But yeah, we don't have bullish divergences just yet, maybe on a 5 minute or something, yeah. Yeah, perps are getting slight divergences there on a 5 minute spot, not too interested, and the 5 minute chart is looking quite good on the Volume King template there. Right, liquidity. From the Liquidity King template, we can see here we're just, again, this is it, isn't it? You know, been ranging for so long, okay, and generally as a range trader, you're looking for a bid here, you're looking for demand here to pop back up. It could be the potential that we are going to break this structure and go a little bit further, all right? One thing to be said is that the spot liquidity has come right down, okay? Again, if you're familiar with this template, that's what we want to see for risk on. Perhaps liquidity coming right down as well. We just, if you want ultimate swing trade risk on, you just want this lower band here, okay, nearer this green, which would be really, really good. So further flush, I'll be watching this on a 4-hour and a daily chart. If we get big flushes into these zones with some demand, that'd be really good. Cherry on the cake, open interest comes right down as well and absolutely flushes. So certainly I've got the patience to wait for that if that's what it takes to get the next longs on. All right, guys. But yeah, with that being said, let's just have a quick look at the overall top levels then. Let me just go to top levels. There we go. Yeah, actually, so yeah, you've got a level at 85. Okay, so this is spot and perpetuals. You've got a level at 85. You've got a larger level at 82, but then you're right down to 78. Could it be one of those days where the bottom shorters get rewarded, you know? Could it be one of those days? Another thing, just create a delta template, shared this the other day. I do like it on a 15-minute and a 1 hour. Okay, as we scroll back, let's have a look at those inflection points that you can hit on this delta template. Okay, so really, you want to be getting risk on from this bottom side flush here, okay, in your open interest. Volume gets flushed as well. Order book depth gets flushed as well. Always easier to float price action up when the order books have been flushed out on low volume, okay. Same to the top side. There we go. High open interest, high volume into that high, okay, and high order book depth as well, okay. So people vying for a position, probably wrong-sided there, and you see it there as well, just at that high there. Didn't quite get one on the last short, okay. It did come up quite a bit, but you've just got to consider that everyone was a little bit weak there, okay. It didn't take much pressure to then send us down, but yeah, we'll share this in the description below. I know a lot of you new crypto kids love a delta chart. All right, guys, so look, back to the chart. Let's just have a quick look what's going on together then. What is going on? Are we going lower? Yeah, I think you know, I'm not one to. Yeah, I put a bit of risk on this morning. I'm not one to hold it, to be honest. I like to see a reaction. You know, the quicker, if you get on the wrong train, the longer you stay on that wrong train, the more it's going to cost you. I would rather cut those trades, chill out, and then just see if we can get a little bit low. And you can see perps there getting ready. Has to be said as well, I did mention the order book depth aggregation, which we've got at the bottom here, okay. 360 million, okay. If you're familiar with this template as well, you will know that these good inflection points or mean reversion points or bottoms, okay, I don't really like calling bottoms, you want about 1 billion aggregated here. Okay, the reason this has changed from the other week was when we had larger depths, so you could see 500 there. Let's go to a 15-minute chart really quickly, okay. To, yeah, over 600 here. There was a lot of people trying to trade this up, and they got a good reward there from that long there into the highs. But it has to be said, some of these perps exchanges, okay, which they're not always right, okay. Watch Binance perps, don't watch some of these others all the time, okay. Some of these perps exchanges were very bullish, okay, in this lower time frame chop, okay, and that gave more depth to the book. It doesn't mean they are right. We've come off the gas a little bit because now you can just see Qcoin, CoinM here and USTT. Okay, they've got very bearish here. Okay, so they've taken the opposite. They've taken that bid off and they've gone the opposite way. So just something to bear in mind when you're looking at this sort of thing. Okay, why are we not at 1 billion depth yet? Well, actually, they've changed sentiment and they're now shorting. Are they shorting into lows? That remains to be seen. Okay, but yeah, let's just go back quickly. Yep, still coming down here, 5-minute time frame. You know, when we look to get a bit risk on, I do go to lower time frame, 3-minute and the like, but 5 minutes enough for now. And yeah, I'm glad I cut that long a little bit earlier. Nothing wrong to say that you are wrong. Cut it early, get out and review as we go, okay? We got the nice trade from the weekend with the short position. Don't ruin those profits with trying to catch knives down here, all right, guys? And you can just see there from that short position at the weekend. Not that one. Let me just go back and show you that quickly, okay? There you go. This was short position at the weekend, just tickled over that 99.5. And what happened there, you had a big perps order here. You knew that order there was actually there for a couple of weeks. As you can see, what they did here is they broke that order up and started attacking price lower. Okay, so perps were really starting to attack price in here. As we come down and then roll over to the weekend, what has to be said, what happened in here, the OG TRDR console users will be very familiar with this and probably leaned into a little bit more of a short position in that zone at 96, 97 as well, because you had no perp step whatsoever. It's always a warning sign. No perp step over the weekend. I was watching this, was short from this zone, watched this over the weekend, kept saying in the Discord, kept saying to the guys, I'm holding short, there's nothing to see here, there's no depth of book. What happens? We rise up, we have a weekly open in this zone, and perps still still are applying pressure in this zone and we roll over, okay? So don't ruin profits like this by trying to catch a knife. Chill out. It will come, but we just need a bit more recipe in the order books, okay? Look for them volume divs, look for that high time frame liquidity to absolutely nuke, and we could be in for a bit of business, but no bias, not calling tops or bottoms, just purely trading here, all right, guys? So join us live on YouTube later. If you do miss that one, it is timestamped and obviously held and recorded for you anyway. If you want to watch it later with your mum or your girlfriend or boyfriend, okay, grab a drink and join the live session. Drop a comment below. What are your thoughts here? Is the bull market over, or is this an absolute trap and we are going to 200 million bucks in the next couple of months? I forgot Michael Saylor bought yesterday, didn't he? Fucking hellfire. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Drop a comment below. Share the video. We'll speak soon, guys. Cheers.
I bet your margins are pretty nice and fat.
Let's not talk about my margins, by the way. Being nice and fat. That's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?